Hello everyone, I'm Mary Ellen. I'm the music therapist for Transitions Hospice. I'm so glad to see all of you, and I want to wish you all a happy St. Joseph's Day. That's right. We all talk about St. Patrick's Day. We don't hear as much about St. Joseph's Day, but if we were Sicilians, it would be a very important holiday for us. So another thing to know is that in Italy, St. Joseph's Day, March 19th, is also Father's Day. So if you're an Italian and you're a father, happy Father's Day to you as well. We all know that Italians are wonderful cooks, and St. Joseph's Day is no exception. The origin of St. Joseph's Day actually came about because the Sicilians were faced with a terrible drought and they thought that all of their crops were going to fail. So they prayed to St. Joseph, and their prayers were answered. As a result, there's a feast every year. Everyone is invited to it. St. Joseph's table has a fabulous altar. You'll see a slide with just a sample of all of the things that you could expect. Because of the fact that it's Lent, everything is meatless. But one thing you could be assured of having is a fava bean. Everyone gets a lucky fava bean to take home at the end of the meal, because fava beans were one of the crops that was saved during this drought. So there's fava beans. There's also breadcrumbs, and the significance of the breadcrumbs is that St. Joseph was a carpenter. So sawdust probably wouldn't be too tasty, but breadcrumbs work. That yet another feature, and I don't quite know where this one came from, is lemons. Supposedly, if a single woman steals a lemon, she will find a husband. So good luck. Take a lemon if you fall into that category. And then finally, if you're not too full, every Italian bakery has this fabulous dessert, zappole, which you'd want to be sure to taste. So we talked about, when we were doing a section on St. Patrick's Day, about Irish neighborhoods in Chicago. There are certainly Italian neighborhoods in Chicago as well. Probably the best known one is Little Italy University Village, which is over near University of Illinois, Chicago. Fabulous delis and restaurants and other kinds of Italian businesses, Italian ice, and Taylor Street is kind of the iconic street. So you'll see a street sign as well as an overview of Little Italy. And now I would like to move to offering some music. And as with Irish, you've got some very traditional, genuine Italian music. And then you've got some other music that is what I would call Italian American. And in this case, most of it is music that's sung by very talented, legendary Italian American singers. So let me get my accordion. As I've mentioned, I name everything. Glitter is the name of my accordion. So Glitter is going to play Funiculi Funicula, and that is a folk song that was dedicated to the first funicular railway that was opened on Mount Vesuvius. As I always like to tell everyone, anytime you can move, as long as it doesn't hurt, staff didn't tell you not to do it, it's good for you. So you probably won't know the words to this next song, or it's possible that they would go by too fast. But the beat is certainly there, like this: 1, 2, 1, 2. So join. Some think the world is made for fun and frolic, and so do I, and so do I. Some think it's well to be all melancholic, to pine inside, to pine inside. But I love to spend my time in singing some joyous song, to set the air from breathing. how many of you have ever been to an Italian wedding. I personally have not, but I am assured that you would hear the tarantella at any Italian wedding. So again, I don't want anybody falling on the floor, but move your legs or your arms or whatever you're inclined to and pretend that you're at an Italian festival and you're celebrating. Now next, we'll play some of the more familiar Italian numbers. And I know that most of you, if not all of you, are familiar with Dean Martin. And Dean Martin's name was actually Dino Crescetti. He didn't even speak English until he got to school. But he certainly has done many songs. And this particular one is, I would have to say, one of my most requested. It's That's Amore. And if a song's good, it'll come around again. This song was used in the movie Moonstruck with Cher, and you possibly might have gone with your grandkids some years ago to see Amy Adams in Enchanted. Came around again. So, if you know this one, join in. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. When the world seems to shine like you've had too much wine, that's amore. Bells will ring, ting-a-ling-a-ling, ting-a-ling-a-ling, and you'll sing Vita Bella. Hearts will play tippy-tippy-tay, tippy-tippy-tay, like a gay tarantella. When the stars make you drool, just like pasta fazool, that's amore. When you dance down the street with a cloud at your feet, you're in love. When you walk in a dream, but you know you're not dreaming, signore. Scusa me, but you see, back in old Napoli, that's amore. Now there's another singer whom it was much less well known. However, Domenico Modugno won a Grammy for Volare, which means to fly. And many singers, including Dean Martin, have covered this one. And the actual title of it was really Nel Blu di Pinto di Blu, but everybody knows it as Volare. So if you know this one, join in. Volare, oh, cantare, oh, let's fly way up to the clouds, away from the maddening crowds. We can sing in the glow of a star that I know of, where lovers enjoy peace of mind. Let us leave the confusion and all disillusion behind. Just like birds of a feather, a rainbow together we'll find. Volare, oh, oh, e cantare, oh, no wonder my happy heart sings. Your love has given me wings. There are singers that I certainly could have included if they'd come up with something that directly spoke to Italy. Tony Bennett comes to mind. Tony Bennett was actually Antonio Benedetto, and Pierino Como is another crooner that comes to mind. However, the one that I decided that I'd like to end with, and I hope some of you have been to Italy. I hope at least someone has. I hope that I get there at some point in the future. That would be wonderful. But I'm also thinking that how many of you, be honest now, how many of you, whenever you've seen a fountain, a wishing well, have thrown a coin into it because you wanted to make a wish? So such was the case in the movie Three Coins in a Fountain, and the singer who made a hit out of this was Frank Sinatra, another Italian American. Three coins in a fountain, each one seeking happiness, thrown by three hopeful lovers. Which one will the fountain bless? Three hearts in the fountain, each heart longing for its home. There they lie in the fountain, somewhere in the heart of Rome. Which one will the fountain bless? Which one will the fountain bless? Three coins in the fountain, ooh, the ripples how they shine. Just one wish will be granted, one heart will wear a valentine. Make it mine, make it mine, make it mine. Well, whether you threw a coin into a fountain or not, I hope that you do at least have a wish that gets granted. And once again, I'm Mary Ellen. I'm the music therapist for Transitions Hospice, and I would like to wish you all a very happy St. Joseph's Day. And for all of you who perhaps don't have Irish or Italian ancestors, that doesn't matter. Be proud of your own heritage. I'm sure that you are. Thank you again.